Incredible skyline. It's nightlife and beaches. Today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Well, a very happy new year to all of you watching this one. Joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, saying hello for the first time in the new year, Brock. And also, as we end another regular season, this is our penultimate contest before the old NFL calendar flips a page and our postseason arrives.
And this is where you want to put your best foot forward to begin one year and end another. Your New Year's resolution. Start the calendar year off right and give all the effort you got. Empty the tank over these last couple of weeks. And in this regular season, playing the best football you've got in you.
Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, but 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
First down, play action. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them. A little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you are going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Throw here, 3rd down. He finds its target, that's Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Go!
Here's Achane from the pistol. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Ready! 60 by 6. Ready.
That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes his grasp. Makes the catch. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Let's go. Huh.
I'll throw it. Here's a screen for Achan. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Come on. Hit. Ready.
Shotgun snap. To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Throws caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Sanders sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Going wide receiver run to start this series. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Ready, 70 Lions.
Beginning on the ground with Algier. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Liking 18.
Zone read, they hand it to Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. Trying for it, it's Achane. That short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Ready.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up.
Hey, hey.
Here's Achane up the middle. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end up in a loss of yards. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for two negative plays.
Set up. Ready, ready.
Third down from the gun. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. New York to the line. First and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They give on second to Hall. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's got a man left. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10, looking to throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
There's a big part of me that even through all these interceptions this year appreciates the gunslinging nature of this rookie quarterback. But the other side of me knows that when you get a narrative written about you and you become turnover prone, that can be a really tough narrative to change.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. It's Achan on the inside give. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
60 by 6. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on 2nd.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Back now, pressure coming. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you got to hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pound that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
16-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Crackle, ready, ready.
They're throwing it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Air it out on third. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And it gets them something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
After this one, we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. Again to throw on second. Into traffic, complete! And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Six yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Wilson's got it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Sticking to the air here. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Really two elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number one, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be stopped just a second away from a touchdown. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Keeping it on an option to the right. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. This time it's a passing play. It's his running back. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets get their first points of this game just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And it's a miss. The kick is no good, so this game stays at a 4-point differential. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Working now from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. They'll throw it here on first. Here's a screen for Achane. Breaks the tackle. He crosses the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Sanders sends it through. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Panthers in the NFC South. And this is the Panthers wideout. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep. And this time, it works. This will be an 83-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Jets ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Now come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Pass play coming here. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
In formation for the Jets.
Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Get it! 60!
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give the quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Bronco quick! Bronco quick!
Quick to the left, it's caught. Launches another stop. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on!
Back to throw. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
19 Tigers! Ready.
2nd down carry for AJ. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready!
And bring a tight end in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Ready up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Back to throw now. This one's caught. And this one does not go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Dodge the tackle. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Down. Check.
He finds him right side. And he's tackled for no gain. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. And they're out to attend to him. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
H.N. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Devon H.N. with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Miller on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jets out to begin another drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down from the 41. They'll work against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Short pass brought in. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Still sticking with the passing game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Able to get into Benson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this third down. Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, Mika Fitzpatrick has it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Now, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
4 yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Bronco quick.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Dolphins control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Second and 6 coming up here.
Ready? Cowboy 8. Ready?
Completed over the middle. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go.
Back to throw. It's called left side by Hill. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
They'll have the 1st down and even more. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins so likely locked up the win right there. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Miller on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Back to work after throwing the pick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
He's going to throw again on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Dolphins bring in a 5th defensive back on third. Trying to throw this from the gun. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. 1st and 10 from the 43. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Ready?
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends.
60 Bison.
2nd down carry for Algier. It's inside the 10. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins keep adding that 4th-quarter lead. Well, Rocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead.
34, Jets 6. Jason Sanders.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Miller on the return. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? Got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Hall takes it straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
yarn pickup. It's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side to Wilson. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, well, I'll make my case and I'll stand on that opinion.
3rd down from the gun. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Miami offense headed out there now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Now Achane fights his way through a tackle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
He's brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Get it!
Dive play straight ahead. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. A lot of space ahead. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continue piling it on here in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
41. Jets 6.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets offense now set to take over. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Connects with fans. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jets hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Let's
go.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to Arian Smith. So it's second down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. That's Smith on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
At the 60.
He's going to throw it again. And they pick him off.